Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Brooke if you're new here, and today I'm going to be attempting to do a 24-hour readathon. I've seen a lot of bookstagrammers and booktubers do this before, and I wanted to try the challenge for myself. My rules might be slightly different from other people's, but this is just how I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna pause the timer whenever I need to take breaks or eat or anything like that, as well as sleeping. So it's not gonna be like a continuous 24 hours, but I'm gonna try my best because obviously I have things going on in my life. Like, I started school. I'll be filming a college vlog soon, so stay tuned for that. And I also have work, obviously, so I'm not gonna be able to read for 24 hours straight without getting tired or anything like that. And I just feel like it would make it more fun if I didn't pause the timer. So yeah, I'm not really giving myself a goal of how many books I want to read. I just want to kind of see what my potential is, because I've never really done a challenge like this before. I'm currently reading Love and Gelato. I read this book whenever I was younger, rated it 5 stars, but it's honestly not giving 5 stars to me anymore. Maybe it's just because the writing's kind of mediocre, so I understand how I vibe with it when I was younger. But yeah, I mainly wanted to do this challenge because I've been in a book slump, and I kind of just want to get this book over with, and this will help motivate me to finish reading it. So yeah, basically I will try and give you updates where I am as often as I can, when I'm halfway through a book, and then I will probably give a short review at the end of a book whenever I finish one. I'm like I said, I'm honestly not sure how many books I'll finish in this time frame. Just who knows? Just depends on how fast I read. But yeah, I love you guys, and let's get started. Okay, so I started up 24 hours on the timer just so you guys have proof that. And I'm gonna start it in a second once I finish this clip. But yeah, I honestly am not 100% sure how long this challenge is gonna take me, because like I said, I have work and school and stuff. But I am gonna say maybe a week or less is what I'm hoping for. But yeah, I guess I will do a little time lapse of me reading, and we'll see how long I feel like reading for right now. Okay, so I'm currently at 23, 21, 51. I'm pausing right now to do some skincare, but I'm 83% done with Love and Gelato. I was 42 the last time I updated my reading app, so I guess I'm making good progress. But I also read some I don't remember the last time I updated it, so I might not have learned that much in this span of time. But yeah, I'm probably gonna finish it within the hour, which is super exciting, and then I will give you a little update about my thoughts about the book. And yeah. Okay, so we're now at 22 hours and 52 minutes, and I just finished Love and Gelato. The first time I read it back in middle school, I gave it a 5-star rating. This time I'm giving it a 4-star rating. I mainly only give 5-star ratings to my favorite books, and I wouldn't really say this is one of my favorites anymore. It kind of took me a lot to get through, and since I kind of already knew the ends, maybe that made it less enjoyable for me than when I read it the first time. Also, the writing is kind of mediocre-ish, but it gave me a nostalgic type vibe because, like I said, it was one of my favorite books back in middle school. So I just enjoyed it for the experience. And as you can see, I tabbed it up this time because I like tabbing rereads. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about the book. The next book I will be starting is One of Us is Lying, which is also a reread, but you guys voted on my Instagram story for me to read that book next because it was between that one and the first book of the Knockabout series. So I'm probably going to read the next book of the Knockabout, or the first book of the Knockabout series, after I read One of Us is Lying, because I've been in the mood to read a mystery book, because I've been reading a lot of romance lately. I just finished the Once Upon a Broken Heart series after I before I started Love and Gelato. So I just kind of want a mystery to be thrown in there, and I'm mainly only rereading this one because I still need to read the third book, and I kind of remember what happens in the first book. I don't remember what happens at all in the second, and obviously I haven't read the third one yet. So, and I really love the author that wrote One of Us is Lying, so yeah, I've read all of her books and they're really good. But yeah, I'm probably gonna take a little break. I might watch the Love and Gelato movie because I remember watching it when it first came out, but I honestly really don't remember anything about it, so I think I might go do that, and if I don't go to bed by then, I might start One of Us Lying. But yeah. Okay, so it's actually the next day now because I ended up falling asleep, but I'm finally going to start this, and I forgot to tell you what day it was. So today's Friday. I started this last night, Thursday night, so yeah, I'll let you guys know whenever I take a little break again. Alright, so we still have 20 hours and 13 minutes left on the clock, and I'm finally halfway through One of Us is Lying. So far, I really like the characters. Like, they're such, like, very likable characters, and, like, I guess, like, relatable, I guess I would say. So I'm, like, really enjoying the book, even though I already read it, and kind of know the ending. I don't remember, like, the build-up, but, like, I remember the general gist of it, but I'm still, like, enjoying it on, like, Love and Gelato, so yeah, I think my rating is honestly gonna be high on this one, even though this is the second time I'm reading it. Okay, we are at 18 hours and 45 minutes since, you know, because I just paused it and I just finished One of Us is Lying. I'm giving this book a 4.5 stars, even though this was the second time I read it. And as I said, I, like, already knew the ending, but, like, I didn't really remember, like, the build-up. And, like, I kind of just fell, like, in love with the characters again. I always loved, Bronwyn and, like, Nate's, like, relationship. I just thought they were always so cute and, like, good together. But yeah, I really, like, love every single character in this book. They're just so lovable, and just the plot in general, like, she wrote, like, such a good book. I would definitely recommend her as an author. I feel like she's kind of underrated. I don't really see many of her books around, like, on Bookstagram. I have seen this one, obviously, around, but, like, her other ones, I remember, Two Can Keep a Secret is, like, my favorite one by her, but I don't, which is kind of funny because I don't really remember what happens at the end. Like, I don't remember the book at all, but I just remember it being absolutely amazing and blowing my mind, so I definitely want to reread that one. But yeah, also The Cousins by her is also really good. So yeah, I haven't decided which book I'm gonna read next, so I'm gonna take a little break and I'll get back to y'all. Alright, so I feel like reading again. So the next book I'm going to be reading is the first book of the Knock 'Em Out series, Things We Never Got Over. I've heard, like, mixed reviews about this series, and I've never read a book by Lucy Score, and this one's a thick one. So, like, I figured it'd be good to do for this challenge, because I feel like it might take me the rest of the time to finish this. I'm not 100% sure. It might either take me the rest of the time to finish this, or maybe even, like, read, like, all of this and then start, like, probably, like, half of the next book, because I think, if I remember correctly, we're at 19 hours left of this challenge. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. I probably won't be reading much tomorrow either, so, because will be going out with my boyfriend and stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna see how much I can get of this done tonight. So I haven't updated y'all in ages, but I'm at school right now. That's why I'm talking kind of quiet, but 15 hours and 5 minutes. I'm on page 238 of this. I'm still not even halfway yet. That's why I haven't updated, but it's currently Thursday, so, like, I wanted to complete this in a week, hopefully, but it'll be a week at, like, 9 p.m. tonight, and, you know, I'm not gonna be able to in that amount of time. I've just been, like, really busy because, like, school started and everything. But yeah, I will try and finish this hopefully soon. But yeah, I will update you guys when I'm about halfway up through this book. Okay, so according to Storygraph, it says that I'm halfway. I'm on page 279. But I feel like it looks like I'm, like, a little further than halfway. I don't really know, but 14 hours in. Honestly don't know how much longer it'll take me to finish this book. I didn't really calculate how long it took me to finish the first part of it, but I guess I could figure it out based on video clips. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this book. I feel like it's kind of long and drawn out, and, like, I feel like there's like the plot was like good in the beginning, but then I just like I feel like it's just dragging and we're not really getting to like the good part of the plot, I guess you would say, like the character's like background and everything. Like I want to know more about her sister Tina. Okay, so I finished Things We Never Got Over, and I'm not sure how much time is left. I'll go look right now, actually. So there's 11 hours and 14 seconds left, so I'm actually gonna pause this. But yeah, so I just finished the first book of the Knock 'Em Out series. I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5. If I like pretend the characters aren't like in their 30s or 40s, like it's better in my mind, but like for them to be like that old, it just feels kind of like childish to me. Like if they were like in like their 20s, like I feel like this book would be like better. So like I kind of just like pretended they're in their 20s, I guess, and it just made it better for me. But overall, I just feel like this book was really long and dragged out, and it just took me a while to read. And like I've heard that the other books in this series are better, and I did like it. It's just like it just wasn't my favorite. Like the writing style was just like kind of mid. Like I didn't really connect that much with the characters. I mean, I really did like the ending. And alright, so I've decided that I'm going to be reading The Silent Patient next, which I'm super excited for because I feel like I'm one of the only people who haven't read it, and I just figured it would be perfect for spooky season. I actually just recently bought this, and yeah, I'm just excited to read this one. I'm like a little sick at the moment, but it's great. It's great. Also, I just wanted to mention, I don't know if I mentioned this in my other clips, but I do have a bookstagram. It's at Brooke Loves Books with 2 S's, and I mainly post like book reviews. I post some like content of my life. Like I don't post like only book content, and I post book reviews and then like pictures of my life and just like mostly bookish related stuff. So if you're interested and love books as much as I do, which I mean, if you're watching this video, you probably do, then go give it a follow. Okay, so I'm halfway through The Silent Patient. I honestly don't really know how to feel about it, to be honest. I mean, it's pretty good. It's not really like anything I've read before, which I really like. It also interests me a lot, like as a psych major, since like most of it is in like a psychiatric facility, and like the main guy that's like trying to like figure out what's wrong with Alicia and like why she won't speak is a psychotherapist. So like I just find it super interesting as a psych major. But like this will like I feel like most thriller books I usually have like a guess what's gonna happen at the end. I'm not always right. But like for this one I honestly don't really know what's gonna happen. Like I don't like there's like a lot of things happening, and like I just like I feel like the ending's really gonna shock me. From what I've heard, like the ending is shocking, like from what I've seen online. I just feel like I'm really not gonna see it coming, and I'm super excited. But yeah, I feel like this book is pretty good so far. I've seen some mixed reviews about it, but I'm enjoying it. Also forgot to mention that we are officially down to 8 hours and 54 minutes, which finally seems like it's manageable because I've been filming this video for almost 3 weeks now. And you guys are probably gonna be like, why did it take you long to film that? One, I haven't had any motivation to read. Two, I haven't had any time because I have school Tuesday and Thursday, and then all the other days I work. So I just come home and I'm exhausted, and I want to either scroll through Instagram or watch Gilmore Girls. I do not want to be. I just haven't been in the mood to read, but I felt like I was in a reading mood tonight. Maybe I'll finish the book tomorrow if I'm feeling up to it. Since now that I'm like only like a little under 8 hours, I feel like I kind of just want to like speed through it. So like maybe I'll finish it in the next 2 days, like this challenge, but we'll see, we'll see. Okay, so we're 7 hours and 15 minutes left, and I just finished The Silent Patient. I'm not really sure what I want to rate it. I really, really loved the concept of it, but towards more to the end, I kind of like guessed what was going to happen, and I also feel like I've read better
mystery books that had me more shocked than this one, I guess. So like in that sense, I like don't know what to rate it because I really liked the whole, I'm a psych major, so like I really liked the mental health aspect of it, and I really liked if you read the book you would understand like the concept of the plot was like really well thought out and good. But I just feel like I've read better thriller books than this one. I would say. So that made me feel something more than this one did. So that's why I'm not like sure what I'm gonna rate it. I'm between giving it like it's between like a 3 and like a 4, a 4.25. I feel like I'm gonna rate it 3.5, I think. But yeah, also next I'm gonna be reading One of Us Is Back, which is also going to be a reread.
Okay, so I'm at school again, and I'm halfway through this book finally. I only have like 4.5 more hours left on the challenge. Sorry, I had to pause for a second because someone was walking by, but I understand why I didn't really remember the plot of this because the plot is kind of just like all over the place, and I definitely don't like it as much as I like the first book. So yeah, and like just reading it, like nothing like from the first time I read it is like coming back to me. Like I genuinely don't remember the plot at all. So yeah, this one kind of sucks. So I'm hoping like whenever I read the first book, which will or the third book, which will actually be for the first time, that it's better than this one. Okay, so I didn't film a review for One of Us Is Next, but I ended up giving it 3.5, and currently I'm reading Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. Okay, guys, I officially completed the reading challenge. Yay! So I'm like over halfway done with Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, and that's where I'm finishing for this. So I read One of Us Is or 11 Gelato, One of Us Is Lying, Things We Never Got Over, and this book. Oh, and The Silent Patient. I think I read 5 books. I think I got them all, which I feel like is super good. I kind of just have been, well, technically 4.5. I kind of just, like, this was like a super fun challenge, and like, I was kind of like in a reading slump, and that's mainly why I wanted to do this. But like, this has like motivated me to read, even though I didn't read for 24 hours consistently. But yeah, I feel like I'll definitely do this challenge again if you guys want me to. It was super fun, and I'm actually surprised with how much I was actually able to read. But yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!